All right, it's time to create my empty hygienes video. And here are all of my empty hygiene products. And it's everything that I've been using for, I believe, the past well, not the past 2 years, but for 2 years. So I had planned to create this video a couple, like last year or so. So at the 2 year mark, I stopped collecting it. So this is going to be my hygiene empties of 2023 and 2024. All right, I'm actually gonna have to do this in 2 rounds because I didn't realize there was so much stuff. Like I thought I could just fit it on the table, even though it's like 3 jumbo bags and boxes filled with stuff. I still thought that I could fit it all on. So I kind of sorted it out. So maybe there's some that I missed, and I'll get it in the second batch. But yeah, so I guess I'll just go through how much I used of each product. I guess like a mini review of it because some stuff I'm just like I'm never buying it again. If guess my favorite brand of product. All right, so I didn't realize I used so much bar soap. So there's that. So obviously, my favorite bar soap of choice is Dove bar soap. I had tried this brand. It's empty, but I just kept the plastic so I could remember what the soap is. And it's like an oatmeal soap. So I got it for my daughter for her eczema because oatmeal's supposed to help with the itching. But it's so drying. Like it dries out your skin a lot. So I stopped using it on her and I just used it for myself just so the soap wouldn't waste. And then for myself, what I typically use, obviously Dove. But apart from that, when I'm feeling bougie, I like to use goat milk soap. Just for me, it just moisturizes my skin more. Even though I lotion my skin after, you know, like when you take a shower with bar soap and it has like that tight skin feeling, I hate it. This soap did that so bad. Like as I'm taking a shower, it's like I can't even move my arm because like my skin is just so dry and tight, even though I'm literally in the shower. So I said I was never gonna buy this again. So once it was done, it's done. But yeah, so this is the same one too. So I think it came in a 3 pack. I don't know what happened to the third one, but those are the, oh, maybe my husband or somebody used it because I only included the stuff that I used myself. So maybe I used the other one on the kids or my hubby or something like that. But anyways, so for the goat's milk soap, I like using this one when I'm feeling bougie because it like keeps a lot of moisture in my skin. So when I come out of the shower, I don't feel the need to have to follow up with like a body wash, and then I could just lotion my skin with whatever. So I will typically lotion. I'm gonna do lotion in the second batch, but I typically use Lubriderm for my lotion because it's so hydrating. But if I'm using the goat's milk soap, I will just use like a cute lotion. So maybe like a Bath and Body Works lotion or something like that. But anyways, so I'm gonna count through how much soap I have. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait, 2, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. It's 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42 bars of soap. So that's like what? Out of 24 months, about, wait, what did I say? I forgot already. 42 bars of soap. So one a year would be 12, 2, 3, about 4 a month. So about a week. So a bar of soap lasts about a week for me. Which is good to know because I always wondered how quickly I would go through bar soap. So that's how quickly I go through bar soap, like once a week. So typically when I take a shower, the routine I do is usually like bar soap, body wash, and then I'll use like a body scrub like once a week or whenever I feel like it, just basically for funsies. So I'll move over to my body scrubs, which again are Dove. Oh, And then just like a quick review of the Dove soap, why I love it so much. It's just hydrating. I have sensitive skin, so I don't have to worry about having any reactions to it because I use it and I know it works. Sometimes I don't like using like the Dove scents. So for example, which one was it that I didn't really like? I think it was the cucumber one. I didn't really like that one. Oh, the dryness relief. For some reason, the dryness relief was the driest one out of all of them. But anyways, I wanted to try like a bunch of different scents. At the time when I was buying them, I was like in a mood where I wanted to try all the body wash brands, all the lotion brands. And at the end of the day, I realized after trying everything that I just love Dove and I just came back to Dove. So all of that was to go back and realize that my favorite Dove soap is the Dove Sensitive, or if they don't have that, just the original Dove. And now this is the only bar soap that I buy, the Sensitive and the original, whatever's on sale, and that's it. So never buying this again. This was horrible. Nope, nope, nope. This one I'm feeling bougie, which I haven't been recently, and then just my regular Dove Sensitive and the original. So moving on to body scrubs or body polishes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Dove and 2 from the Body Shop. So these are actually gifts that I received. I loved these. They smelled so good. They felt so good. It's just a bit out of my price range. But if somebody's giving to me as a gift or asking what I want as a gift, I would definitely say I prefer these over the Dove brand. So that's how much body scrubs I used across 2 years. And then again, I would use a scrub maybe once a week, a little bit more frequently than that, depending on what I feel like doing. That's that. I don't have anything to say about the Dove one. It's just a mild scrub, so like you could use it more often. And then again, with Dove, I don't have to worry about having like a reaction to something because it's a brand that I use often, and I'm fine with that. So deodorant, I'm actually surprised I have so much deodorant because I don't wear deodorant every day. I work from home, and so usually when I take a shower, I usually shower in the evening, and then I just go to bed just like that, and then the next day I don't go anywhere, so I don't put on deodorant. Like I'll only wear deodorant if like I'm going out, or like if it's summertime, I will all the time no matter what, because it's summer. If I'm working out outside or something like that, but I work from home, so I'd wear deodorant maybe 3 times a week, if even that. And even still, I have so much deodorant here. So there's a variety in the deodorants I have. So typically when I'm getting a deodorant, I will go for Dove. If Dove's not on sale, I will get Degree. I don't really care about the scent. I usually try to keep it something mild, but whatever's on sale, I'll just buy it. It's fine. Yeah, so they do their job. I know you see 2 men's deodorant in here and you're like, why do you have men's deodorant? Again, I don't care what deodorant I use. I got like a 5-pack or something like that on Amazon for hubby, and then I just ended up using 2 out of them. So this is how much deodorant I use within the 2 years. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. So 15 sticks of deodorant. So about 1 every 60 days or every 2 months. And that's that. I have 4 body mist sprays from Bath and Body Works that I finished up. I loved Fairy Tale. Oh my gosh, I love this one. The only thing about it is it has such a perfume scent to it that I had to take a break from it a few times just because like the scent is so strong. And my second favorite one was 1,000 Wishes. But yeah, they're pretty popular scents. Check them out if you want to. What I would do is with the body mist is I would actually spray it in the shower. So when the shower's warm and steaming, I will spray it where the water comes out of the shower head. And that would actually make the bathroom have the scent. I try not to spray this too much on my skin because I have sensitive skin, but I'll spray it in the bathroom so when I'm taking a shower, I have the scent to enjoy my shower with. But I typically don't spray it on my skin. And then if I do spray it, I'll spray it on my clothes. So after I put my clothes on, but never directly on my skin. And then what do I have? Oh, all the body washes. So yeah, I was in a let's try all the brands kind of kick. But still, I'm very mindful of how much money I spend on products. So I had these 2 shower gels from Bath and Body Works. And when I had the body wash, that's the scent that I paired it in the shower. So I'd spray, for example, the honey wildflower, and then I'd shower with the honey wildflower, and then the bath would have like the sweet scent, and oh, it was marvelous. I should do it again. I don't even know why I stopped. Like, I liked, oh, price. Yeah, I just have to wait for them to have sales. It's not something that I'll just like always have, but when they have their sale again, I'll pick up a few more. This was a random one that I had in the bottom of my bathroom for like 100 years, and so I wanted to use up some old products I had. So I used this up, and nothing special about it. There wasn't a lot left. I just used that. The nighttime wash. So originally I had bought this for my kids, but I don't really like the nighttime baths with them. Even though I bathe them in the night, I swear it keeps them up. Like when I use bath time products, it makes them hyper. I don't know why. It does the opposite effect, but so I ended up just using it for myself. Of course, my Dove body wash. Again, this is another one I had under my sink for who knows how long. The Honey Wallflower from Bath and Body Works. Another Dove soft soap. Oh, should have put these together. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay. So, yeah, another Dove one. St. Ives. So the scent for the St. Ives was fine, but just, I didn't really like the formula. I think I'm just stuck on Dove formula because I've been using it for so long. Like, basically my whole life I've been using Dove. And so to switch to a different formula was kind of weird. And I just found that I used more product. And I wondered if it was even cheaper than Dove. Because originally I bought these, I think they were on sale for like $1.97 or something like that. And so I was like, oh, it's cheaper, so I'll just try it. But then I found myself using more to lather more. And then I was just like, I don't think it's cheaper because I'm going through it so quickly. And I hated this one. The sea salt one, I hated this one. I remember that. As soon as it was done, I was like, thank God. Another Dove. And then these, the soft soaps. They were okay. Nothing good to say about it, nothing bad. They were just okay. But yeah, so that's the first round of stuff. So all the bar soap that I used within 2 years. And then at the top here is the scrubs, my deodorants and body washes, and my 4 little body mists. All right, so now is part 2 of all of the hygiene stuff I used over the past 2 years. So we'll start all the way at the left with lotion. So I usually use Lubriderm. That's like the lotion that I buy. But again, at the time when I was collecting all my hygiene products, I was in like a kick where I wanted to try a bunch of different brands, and the same conclusion that I had with the Dove soap. So I tried a bunch of different lotions, creams, and in the end, I came back to my Lubriderm because it just gets the job done. It's a great price point, and I don't have to worry about anything else. So I was looking online for a Lubriderm dupe or something cheaper to that, and people were saying that this Equate brand is like a dupe of the Lubriderm, and that is not true. This is basically just water. It was so watered down that there was no point, and I would find myself mixing the lotion with like Vaseline just to have some type of moisture in the lotion, because again, I didn't want to waste it. I don't like wasting stuff. So I basically had to either mix it with baby oil or Vaseline to get some moisture in it, just to use it. And I was like, yeah, I'm never buying that again. So water, there's no point. My precious Lubriderm that I love so much. And I don't even know if they have a scented version, but I always get the unscented. And then this time I got the advanced moisture therapy. I'll use this in the wintertime or just if it's on sale, interchangeable. It doesn't really matter. I tried some of these Vaseline and the Nivea. Again, I felt like these were just too watery for me. They didn't retain any moisture in my skin, and so that's a no. The Aveeno was okay, but the Aveeno is just too expensive, to be honest, for what it is. It costs more than the Lubriderm and performs the same as the Lubriderm, so I was like, don't bother. But I got this as a gift anyways. I didn't buy it, but it's still good. Bubble gum. So I got this at an event at work. There was like somebody that came and focus. Focus. No, I don't want you to focus anyways. So there was somebody that came at work that was selling products, and I wanted to buy from every shop that was there that day, so I ended up buying that one. This smells so good. It legit smells like bubblegum. The only thing negative I have about it is because it smelled like bubblegum, I had to make sure the kids weren't trying to eat it or lick it because they're just like, it's bubblegum. I'm like, no, it's lotion. And I kept it on my desk as like a hand cream, and it worked perfect for what I needed it to do. Again, I have some Vaseline cream and Aveeno cream. Cream will always perform better than lotion. I never have any complaints of these creams. I do feel like the Vaseline cream was a bit more watery than creams that I'm used to. I definitely feel like the consistency of this cream could have been a lotion, and then they could just discontinue this lotion that's so watery. Baby lotion, I use it for my hands, like on my desk. And then I had this eczema hand cream that I keep in my purse, and that's done. So those are all the lotions and creams that I used over the past 2 years. And then here's all my face stuff. So again, I was using a bunch of products that were under the sink. These are the nose strips. So I don't use the nose strips anymore. I heard they're not good for you, but I don't really have blackheads and stuff like that anymore. Now my concerns are more of wrinkles than bumps and stuff, so I don't have to buy those again, and I won't be buying those again. The Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. Believe it or not, this is the only one I used. I don't really use face products. I'll usually just wash my face with like bar soap, or sometimes I'll use this. And that's why there's only one over the span of 2 years, because I'll just wash my face in the morning, a tiny pump, and look how much product comes in here. The same for the face moisturizer. I'll just use the SPF if I'm going outside in the sun as like a little sunscreen. Apart from that, after I take my bath, I'll just use whatever lotion on my face. Toner here. And then here's just like some sample size perfumes that I have. I'm not going to go into each one, but they're basically just these tiny... Are you ever going to focus? No, I'll just tell you what it says. So it's the Michael Kors Glam Ruby. And it's just these tiny little perfumes. I usually just wear them for date night. I don't wear perfume every day. Literally just date night. So those are the face products. So one of each. And that's for 2 years. I guess back to the lotions and creams. So I had these 3 creams over here. And then these are the Bath and Body Works creams that I have and lotions that I have. So I guess I wasn't telling the truth when I said these were all the lotions and creams I use throughout the year, because I also have these ones. So Fairy Tale, Thousand Wishes, Secret Wonderland. Fairy Tale out of this is my favorite. Thousand Wishes is my second favorite. And then these are all lotions. So we have the Bath and Body Works lotions. And then we have these 3. So these are in the men's category. I bought them. I use them. They're fine. And then over here, I have all my hair products. So a year in, I decided that I wanted to add my hair products to see how much hair products I use. So this is just how much I use in 1 year. So this is not 2 years. So everything else is 2 years. But the hair products is what I use in 1 year. So... for shampoos, I have this one, the Aunt Jackie's Girls Heads Up, the Head and Shoulders Hello Hydration, and I think there's one more. Was it this? Yeah, and the Moisture and Shine shampoo. So it's about 3 a year. So what's that? Like every 3 months or so, every 3-4 months, I'll go through a shampoo bottle. And that's not true for conditioner. As you can see, most everything else is a conditioner or a moisturizer. So this is a hair lotion. And then we have the Shea Moisture Strengthen and Restore leave-in conditioner with castor oil. Cream of Nature leave-in. And I think they discontinued these. And these are my favorite leave-in conditioners. this olive oil replenishing conditioner. Oh my gosh. This is a co-wash. This is like a conditioner. I wouldn't count it as a shampoo. It's just to add some extra moisture into my hair throughout the week. Here's another conditioner. Another Shea Moisture conditioner. That's the shampoo. And this is a detangling lotion as well. And then some oil that I use in my hair. Okay. And so that's what I used within 1 year. And then last but not least is all my teeth products or products for my mouth. So I didn't put like the toothbrushes that I use. I kind of felt like that was excessive, but I usually replace my toothbrush every 3 months. So every time I go to the dentist and they give you your little baggie with like your toothpaste, your floss, and your toothbrush, I replace it right away. And that's also why you're going to see so many mini toothbrushes. I mean, toothpaste. It's because I use the toothpaste that they give at the dentist. And when the dentist is putting together my bag, or the hygienist, I should say, when the hygienist is putting my bag together, I always ask for extra toothpaste or floss, depending on what I'm short at home. So if I need toothpaste, I'll tell them, could you put more toothpaste in the bag? Again, I'm super cheap. If I don't have to spend the money, I'm not going to spend the money. I will ask for it at the dentist, and he's typically nice and will give me what I'm asking for. And we'll put an extra toothpaste in place of a floss, or if I'm running out of floss, he'll put an extra floss in place of a toothpaste tube. And I don't use as much toothpaste as everybody else because I actually use a pea size amount. So I was getting kind of nervous when I was laying out the toothpaste, and I was like, oh, people are going to think I don't brush my teeth because I don't have like when you watch the other hygiene videos on YouTube, you always see like people like, yeah, I used a tube of toothpaste in a month. And I'm just like, but how though? You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not going to worry about feeling insecure about something like that. I go to the dentist. My dentist and my hygienist are just like, there's nothing wrong with the way you brush your teeth and the way you take care of your oral health. So that means I'm doing a good job, and I'm not worrying about what other people are posting on the internet and comparing myself to that for literally no reason. So, but yeah, so I have all of that, and then I do just have one tube of toothpaste. So I guess I never had enough in the 2 years. But yeah, so here's all the mini toothpaste. In my head, I feel like each of these mini tubes lasts about like maybe 3 weeks. Maybe the math is wrong. I'll count them out and I'll see if that's true or not. So let's see. We got 2, 4, 6. What did I do? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29, 30, and then the big one. So yeah, about that. Each of the mini tubes lasts a couple of weeks. Again, if you're just using like a pea-sized amount, like what you're supposed to, it gets the job done. Plus the big one. Oh, I have 3 hand sanitizers mixed in with the tooth stuff, but there's that. And then all my floss. So there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 20, what would you call them? Rolls of floss. So 20 rolls of floss. My lip balm, 7 of the O'Keeffe's, and these are my favorite ones. 7. And then so 7 of the O'Keeffe's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 chapsticks, and 2 Burt's Bees, and then 2 TheraBreath mouthwashes. I don't use mouthwash. I usually just rinse my mouth with baking soda and water at the dentist's request. Not to use fluoride mouthwashes. They're not good for you. Well, not good for me. And so I listened to what my dentist and hygienist advised me, which was don't use any mouthwash with fluoride in it. Baking soda and water does the job. And strengthens the gum because you have like that salt water rinse or the sodium water rinse. So I do that. And then when I'm feeling fancy, sometimes I'll use the TheraBreath mouthwash. So that's everything. And now I could finally throw everything in the recycle bin. Hey guys, so I'm actually just editing the video, and I'm just going through the prices that I paid for everything. So I'm going through like my Amazon history, my Walmart history, and the prices of products have changed so much since I actually purchased it. So for example, looking at the deodorants, I've again going through like the invoices, I've seen some deodorant that I bought in 2017 for $2, and now I'm just like, you can't buy deodorant for like the Dove and the Degree. I'm like, you can't buy that for $2 now. Now if you get a deodorant for like $5, you're lucky, right? So yeah, the prices aren't gonna reflect modern day because it was a couple of years ago. Obviously, I didn't use the prices from 2017, but still, the prices that I did pay. Oh, I'm getting so tired. The prices that I did pay are cheaper. I'm not gonna get those prices. And a perfect example of that were the Dove body washes. So they've discontinued the ones that I showed in the video. Every time I try to click it and find it on Amazon or Walmart, it just says like it's not available. So now they have like a different brand, and it's $11.97 now. So I paid about $6 when I bought it and was using it. Now it's about $12. So I'm not gonna be buying that anymore. So I'm priced out. That's basically it. I'm not paying $12 for a body scrub. So if somebody's asking me to buy a gift or asking me what I want, I'm just gonna say you could just buy me a body scrub because I'm not buying that anymore. Yeah, so I've seen how much I spent on hygiene products for the past 2 years. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't know if I feel like if it's high, if it's average. I want to do some more research first because I'm not sure what the average person spends on hygiene products. I was surprised on how much I spent on lip balm. I'm not gonna do it cheaper though. I like the O'Keefe lip balms. It keeps my lips nice and moisturized, so I'm gonna keep going with that. But I'm gonna see if there's other areas that I can cut the spending for hygiene products. I have the total for 2 years. It's about $808. So it's like about $400 a year on hygiene products. I feel like that's okay, but at the same time, I'm like, did I really need all that soap, all that body wash, all those different brands of lotion? You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna track it in 2026. So I'm gonna do a similar thing in 2026, track my spending as I go. Maybe I'll make these kind of videos like monthly or semi-annually or something. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in these types of videos, if you're interested to see how much I use and spend in 2026 on hygiene products or anything for that matter. I posted on my website how much I spent on hobbies in 2025. So that's like at ShavonCampbell.com if you're interested. And I could also make a video if you wanted me to make a video about how much I spent on hobbies in 2025. So let me know. I'll create that video for you guys. If you liked it, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.